Swivel screen on the Tesla, let's go. Right now it's flat, it doesn't move, but we're about to fix that. Partnered up with YESLAK and we got the whole kit here, plus a few extras. So it's my sister's birthday and I got her this screen protector and this mirror edge like protector thing to go up here to match. So pink on pink, swivel screen for the birthday. Thanks YESLAK, let's get this installed. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is pop this trim piece off, and you can go ahead and use the pry tool that they have included. Boom, there we go. I find it super easy to push it in and then kind of twist it to the sides to loosen it and then pry it down. But now let's go and undo the two bolts holding the temperature sensor in. You can either disconnect the cable or leave it in. Sometimes it's actually kind of hard to disconnect this thing, so I prefer to leave it in. Let's see if we can, oh, all right, easily we can pull it out here. It's just a clip that you press in. Sometimes it gets stuck, but if you can press it in and then you pull this down, it easily comes out, and then it's better, faster to remove these two Torx screws holding it to the plastic frame. Now those are removed and you have your cabin temperature sensor out. Now you'll get a number 10 wrench and you're gonna want to remove this bolt and this bolt underneath here. Fair warning, they are super tight on here, so you're really gonna have to pull to get these off. Now we're just gonna go ahead and shimmy the screen off. Go into the car settings, go to display, and then slide down to wherever the screen cleaning mode is. It's actually the very third row down. Press it, so that way you don't touch anything accidentally, and then we're just gonna go ahead and wiggle it off. Usually, whenever I've done this, the left side has always been super hard to pull out, so just be aware of that. This one came out pretty easy, not gonna lie, and the screen is removed. In the kit, there is the foam packaging that comes with it. I would just slide this underneath and then put the screen on top of it so you make sure you don't scratch it or anything. Now we gotta go ahead and unbolt this plastic trim piece right here, and for that, there's just going to be a bolt on this side and a bolt on this side. Once that's done, it's a lot easier to remove this cable that's in the screen. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this guy now. So some of the cars have two cables. This one only has one, and this is the cable that all the cars are actually going to have. So this one works for everything. What you're going to want to do is see these little two tabs on the side. You're gonna want to pull them apart and then basically pull this clip up and away from the purple. And boom, the clip has been removed. Now you're just left with this purple clip. We're gonna move to the left side. There's this little tab right here. All you're gonna want to do is press it in. You can use this with the included screwdriver or anything else, and then you can go ahead and pull it out. Now looking back here, we're gonna want to attach the bracket. So we'll grab the bracket that came with the kit. It's this metal guy, and you can see these two holes right here. And these two holes, you're gonna want to align it like this so the swivel part is on the bottom. And these two parts are just going to slide into here. Sometimes it's hard to get them aligned, and this car is really easy, so that'll just slide into there. Now you're gonna want to go ahead and get the two screws that you removed earlier with the 10 mil, the ones that were hard to remove, and you're going to slot them back in here on this side and on that side. And then the next thing we'll do is start putting on the trim pieces that are gonna cover this. Looking down on this, let's go ahead and grab this piece right here, the one with the open circle and then the one with the closed circle. The open circle is going to go to the passenger side, and it's just going to sit on the bolt holes. All right, perfect. It's just gonna sit on top of him. Not gonna lie, that's probably the hardest part. But everything looks flush at the top, everything looks flush on the side and on the bottom. This trim piece is going to go on the back of the screen, but we need to put this cable in first. So we're going to thread the cable through. Oh, and when you put it on, make sure this part is on the top. It's very important that you pay attention to that. So this side's on the top, and I think it's only gonna go in one way because of how it is fitted around the edges here. It'll fit to the screens. That's also how you'll know that you're doing it right. Fit your cables through, and now we're gonna go ahead and push these down here. Don't forget the white plug. Voila, that's in. Now you're going to use the original screws that came with the car, these T27s. We're going to drop them in here, and then we're going to fasten it to the screen. And now that the trim piece is on here and the trim piece is on here, we can go ahead and take the screen, make sure it's still functioning. Yes, it is. and then we're gonna slide it back into place. Typically, you're gonna have to slide it on top like this. This one's bent super far up, so if you can, go ahead and pull this down a little bit, and it might make it easier to slot the screen back on. It has to slot onto the bar. Now we're gonna use the hexagonal screws that came with our kit, and we're going to use the tool that also came with the kit. If you look at the screen and you come underneath it, you'll see these two bolt holes, and you're gonna put it in there. And there we go. The screen is in place, and that is the mechanism. You can see it swiveling, doing its work right there. There we go. We did good, y'all. Now it's time to put the temperature sensor back in and cover this up. For this guy, it's just gonna go under here, and you have two different covers. It's gonna depend on what kind of temperature sensor you have. So either you have this one where the two holes are at the top and bottom, or you have this one where the two holes are on the side. Ours is going to be the one with the two holes on the side. Now you can either use the screws that came with the car, or you can use these self-tapping screws, which will make it a little bit easier to put in, that came with the kit. And you'll just go ahead and put the temperature sensor in its new housing. Once the housing is put on, all you gotta do is lock her back into place, and then we should be able to mount it. Now this part's kind of hard too. Make sure the wires aren't like super tangled together. This part always gives me some trouble, but I think after doing this a few times I've mastered it. You kind of just slide it in from the top. Oh my gosh. Come on. It's in, finally. It wasn't even that hard. Okay, fully transparent, I broke the clip down here. I would say that this is the hardest part of the install. Now, this is not gonna ever sit 100% correctly. If this bothers you, if it moves around or jiggles while you're driving, you could use a little bit of liquid adhesive and just put it along this crack just to adhere these two together. That way, it's liquid adhesive. You can always cut it later if you ever needed to take this apart, but you probably won't have to. Oh my gosh, I almost totally forgot about the pink stuff. So if you want to protect your screen and you want to match your mirror, they have different colors of these. And like this one, for example, just goes around your screen. Nice and protected for when you swivel it anyway. And then just to match it, that's cute. All right, little sister, now you have a pink mirror, you have a pink screen, and a swivel screen at that, thanks to YESLAK. I'll have all of the stuff in the description below the like button.